Uh, Good morning, guys, or afternoon, or good midnight, or wherever you guys are. Hope all is well. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the super stream. Good morning, guys,
Hold
or
on, it's 1 second,
afternoon,
please.
or good midnight, or wherever you guys are. Hope all is well. How is everyone doing? Welcome to the super stream. Good morning, guys.
Hold on, it's 1.
I kept hearing myself echoing. That was really weird. I think I fixed it. Well, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so we're going to play a game. And I think the game we're going to play, it's not trivia, but it's going to be a different game. Okay. We're going to see if we can do a variation of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I think. And once we get enough people, or it could just be one person, it sucks because if you're on your own and nobody in the audience is helping you, then you're on your own. But we're going to do a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Okay, so we have had tons of trivia. So we've had tons of trivia that's been asked. So what we're going to do is this. And give me a second to bring up the source of all the questions that have been asked. I want to do a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire variation of all the trivia we've done. So, we're going to imitate the value that the millionaire does, like 100, 200, etc. So we'll imitate that exactly. So obviously, the cheaper amounts of money are easy, right? Till we get to the $1 million question. And that's going to be a little bit more difficult. So we're going to do a millionaire variation, audience participation, and you guys just have to vote on what the answer is going to be. So if you guys are ready in the chat, let me know. And we'll start with a ladder, okay? So, the first question, obviously, 1 second, guys, 1 second. All right, are you guys ready to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for bragging rights? So, audience participation. Are you guys ready? All right. I can't really do the thinking music, but imagine there's thinking music, okay? Which animated family has members named Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie? Is it A, Jetsons, B, Flintstones, C, Simpsons, or D, Family Guy? Which animated family has members named Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and Maggie? A, Jetsons, B, Flintstones, C, Simpsons, or D, Family Guy? Anybody in the audience know the answer? for 100 bragging points? Is it Jetsons, Flintstones, Simpsons, or Family Guy? What is the answer, guys? What is the answer? Anybody know? Collier says C, Simpsons is correct for 100 bragging points for the audience, where you're the only one who is actually answering the question. The other 4 people can thank you. Or the other 8 people can thank you. Ready? For 200 points. What is the capital of France? Berlin, Paris, Madrid, or Rome? What is the capital of France? Berlin, Paris, Madrid, or Rome? For 200 bragging points for the audience, we have 21 people watching. Only one person is answering. Berlin, Paris, Madrid, or Rome? What is the capital of France? Anybody? Any of the 21 people watching besides Collier? Unless he's an answer for everybody. Anybody? Oh my God, my phone is like heating up. I can't see anything. All right, guys. Capital of France, guys. Berlin, Paris, Madrid, or Rome? Hey, I have an idea. Let me see if I can find a millionaire thinking music. Let me hear. Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh God. Yes, you're correct for 200 bragging points for the audience. Very good. Very good. Hold on. 1 second. I'll put the thinking music on. Okay. You have 200 points. All right. All right. Ah, shoot. Hold on 1 second. I have an idea. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I hope this is not copyrighted. Otherwise, it's gonna suck. 1 second here. Here we go. Hello, Dok Ming. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to see you here. Good morning. Good morning to you. Or almost afternoon. Good morning. Good morning.
In the college setting, this is your
1
first
second.
impression, your first time. You want to put your best foot forward. I'm Lauren
Good
Taylor.
morning.
I'm a teacher CMO,
There
and
you go. All right. 4. I should probably make this light. I don't know if you can hear it. Hello, Duke. All right, for 300 points. In football, NFL, in American football, how many points is a touchdown? In the NFL, in football, how many points is a touchdown? Hold on 1 second, guys. Why can't I? Hold on. All right. Oh my God, guys, it's not working. I wanted to play it, but it's not letting me play. It doesn't matter. Okay. How many points is a touchdown in football? NFL football. How many points is a touchdown? 3, 6, 7, or 10? In the NFL football, American football, how many points is a touchdown? Hey, Alpha. Yes, it is 6. 300 bragging points for the audience. Woohoo! All right, for 500 bragging points. What's Simba's father's name in The Lion King? Is it Scar, Zazu, Mufasa, or Rafiki? What's Simba's father's name What's Simba's father's name in The Lion King? Mufasa. 500 bragging points for the audience. Woohoo! All right, for 1,000 bragging points. Which company created Super Mario Brothers? Is it A, Sega? Is it B, Nintendo? C, Atari? Or D, Sony? Which company created Super Mario Brothers? Is it A, Nintendo? Was that your final answer? You are correct for 1,000 bragging points. Woohoo! All right. Oh, these are way too easy. All right. All right, for 2,000 bragging points for the audience. Let's make it to 1,000,000, guys. Who was the first president of the United States? Was it A, Thomas Jefferson? B, Abraham Lincoln? C, George Washington? Or D, John Adams? Who was the first president of the United States? Is that your final answer? I should be asking, right? If I'm doing a millionaire mockery. So from now on, guys, audience has to agree, Collier. Audience has to agree together. So, guys, when you lock in, give me the answer and say final answer, okay? A 2000 A final answer? Is that what you guys are saying? Oh, by the way, you could have. Oh yes, I forgot to tell you about your lifelines. Your lifelines are 50-50. Ask the audience. Phone a friend, or ask the host. But I know the answer, so I really can't give you help. All right. Well, first of all, A is Thomas Jefferson. C is George Washington. So, George Washington, final answer? You are correct for 2,000 bragging points. Woohoo! Alpha, you got to be careful remembering the letters, okay? Yes, it is C. All right. This is for 4,000 bragging points. You have 50-50. Ask the audience, or ask the host, or phone a friend. Okay. What is the name of SpongeBob SquarePants' pet snail? What is the name of SpongeBob SquarePants' pet snail? Is it A, Gary, B, Larry, C, Perry, or D, Jerry? What's the name of SpongeBob SquarePants' pet snail? A, Gary, B, Larry, C, Perry, or D, Jerry? Remember to put final answer. All right. Final answer? Collier, final answer? Is that your final answer? Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. You got that right for 4,000 points. Bragging points. Very good. I don't know. I should have done the go live feature, go live together, and then you could have asked the audience if you need to ask the audience. But I don't know how we're going to do this. So I guess whoever answers first has the option. All right. So since Collier answered first, so Collier, you're going to take over. And audience, don't give the answer yet, okay? Because Collier can ask the audience, okay? That is one of the lifelines. So Collier is going to take the lead. Collier is going to be the only one answering, okay? But one of the lifelines is he can ask the audience, okay? All right, here we go. Which event is considered the spark that started World War One? Was it A, the bombing of Pearl Harbor, B, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, C, the Russian Revolution, or D, the Great Depression? Hey David, which event is considered the spark that started World War One? A, the bombing of Pearl Harbor, B, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, C, the Russian Revolution, or D, the Great Depression? Hold on, 1 second, guys. Okay. Collier, you can ask the audience, or you can phone a friend and ask Jay. You can ask Jay. Okay. Is that your final answer, Collier? Final answer. Final answer. All right, you got that right for 8,000 bragging points. For 16,000 bragging points. Your question is this: who directed the 1993 film Jurassic Park? Was it A, James Cameron, B, George Lucas, C, Steven Spielberg, or D, Ridley Scott? I want to remind you of your lifelines. You have 50-50. You have Ask the Audience. You have Phone a Friend, which you can ask an individual in the chat if they're in there. Or you have Ask the Host, which I really can't be any help because I know the answer already. So, 50-50, Ask the Audience, Ask a Friend, or Ask the Host. Okay? Who directed the 1993 film Jurassic Park? Cameron, Lucas, Spielberg, or Scott? Ridley Scott, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, or Cameron? A, James Cameron, B, George Lucas, C, Steven Spielberg, or D, Ridley Scott? Jay knows, Collier, so if you do not know, you can phone Jay. Collier, do you know the answer? If you don't, you can ask Jay. Collier! I mean, I guess a millionaire you can take as long as you want, but I don't know what's going on. Collier, let's keep this chat alive. All right, Jay. All right, you have 10 seconds to answer the question. What is the answer? Tell Collier what you think the answer is. Jay? All right, Jay says Steven Spielberg. Collier, are you going to lock that in? Collier, so Jay says Steven Spielberg. He seems very certain he knows the answer. Is that going to be your final answer, though? Collier. Boy, he must be really delayed. Collier, are you delayed or distracted? Collier, that's not your final answer? Huh? Collier, what is your final answer? A, James Cameron, B, George Lucas, C, Steven Spielberg, or D, Ridley Scott? All right, is that your final answer? You're going against what Jay said. Is that your final answer? All right. You locked in with George Lucas. The correct answer is Steven Spielberg, Collier. You dropped down to 1,000. All right. I'm sorry, Collier. That is incorrect. That is incorrect. You should have gone with C, Steven Spielberg. I don't know if you lost on purpose or you generally just didn't want to go with what Jay said. But Jay told you the answer, bro. Jay told you what he thought, but you went against him. Why would you do that? He literally told you the answer, but you went against him. So if you didn't know, why wouldn't you go with what Jay said? I don't know. I don't know what you were thinking. That's why I was really confused. You didn't know the answer, but you didn't choose to go with what Jay said. I mean, he even had time to say the goat. Okay. Jay, you are the next contestant on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for the audience. All right, let's see how well you can do. All right. You have 3 lifelines or something like that. You can ask the audience. You can do 50-50, or you can phone a friend, even though there's nobody watching. All right? All right, Jay, are you ready? I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know, Collier. Like, he literally gave you the answer. And you had lifelines. You could have done 50-50. All right. Here we go. For $100, which animal is known as man's best friend? Is it A, cat, B, dog, C, horse, or D, parrot? Which animal is known as man's best friend? Make sure you say final answer as well. A, cat, B, dog, C, horse, or D, parrot. B, final answer. That is correct. 100 points. All right, for 200 points. For 200 points. What is the capital of Japan? Is it A, Seoul, B, Beijing, C, Tokyo, or D, Bangkok? Why can't I? Yes. Oh no, that was the first one. What's your answer, Jay? Tokyo. Final answer is correct. Why can't I play this? Damn it. Oh, I have an idea. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Movie size. Right. And then Hold on. All right. Sure, Basic, what's up? All right. For, yeah, that music's gonna be annoying. Yes, you are correct. Yes, you're correct, Jay. You're correct. You're correct. For $200. For $300, which board game features tokens like a top hat and a race car? Is that A, chess, B, Monopoly, C, Life, or D, Clue? Which board game features tokens like a top hat and a race car? Is it A, chess, B, Monopoly, C, Life, or D, Clue? Monopoly is correct for 300 bragging points. For 500 bragging points. Which, oh, by the way, Basic and Alpha, you guys are going to be the audience or the quote phone a friend. All right, we're trying to do a new style. So, huh? So Jay is in the hot seat. So Alpha, Basic Gamer, you're the audience / phone a friend. All right, if Jay needs help, he will ask either one of you or you guys will be the audience, okay? So, for $500, which singer is named the King of Pop? Is it A, Elvis Presley, B, Michael Jackson, D, Freddie Mercury, or D, Justin Timberlake? Jay, which singer is the nickname the King of Pop? A, Elvis Presley, B, Michael Jackson, C, Freddie Mercury, or D, Justin Timberlake? Alright. Guys, he's not asking the audience. Jay, where are you? But yeah, you guys are all right. Max, what's up? Sure, whatever. I'll ask the audience. Audience, you guys can work together, okay? You did? I didn't see it. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I did. Sorry. My bad. Yes, you are correct. Michael Jackson's correct. Yes, for $500. For $1,000. Which U.S. state is the only one man made up entirely of islands? Which U.S. state is the only one made up entirely of islands? All right. Thank you for subscribing, Max. Thank you. Sorry I missed it, Jay. I'm trying to multitask, have music, read the question, look at the audience, be well for everybody, you know? Guys, are we doing audience? All audience? I guess we can do all audience. All right. I was going to make one person in the hot seat, but everyone still wants to answer, so it's okay. So, guys, let him be in the hot seat, Basic, okay? Basic. Let Jay be the one to answer, okay? Guys, all right? Just for this, I'm going to go fast, okay? But you guys, you're the audience and the phone a friend. So if he needs help, he'll ask you. So I'm just trying to do something different, all right? All right, it's okay. No worries. All right, no worries. All right, you got it. You got that correct, Hawaii, yes. All right, guys. In the Marvel Cinematic Universe, what is Thor's hammer called? Is it called the Stormbreaker? Is it called the Excalibur? Is it called the Mjolnir ear? Or is it called the Anduril? So Stormbreaker, Excalibur, the Mjolnir near C. You're correct for $2,000. Woo! Or 2,000 bragging points. Sorry, bragging points for the group, for the audience. All right, which war ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1783? Was it the War of 1812, the American Revolutionary War, the French Revolution, or the 7-Year War? Which war ended with the Treaty of Paris in 1783? The War of 1812, the American Revolutionary War, or the French Revolutionary, or the 7-Year War? Sorry, Jay. I want to know I need your answer. You can ask the. All right, Guy. I need to ask you. Is that your final answer? So make sure you write final answer unless you want to ask the audience. Got it. Final answer. Okay. You are correct with 4,000 bragging points. Woo woo. Jay, I think it's a bad idea if it's just only one answer because now only one person's watching. So unless you have a better idea to have everyone participate, because I think that killed the audience. 4 or 5 people were answering, but you really wanted to answer, but now we have one person. That's only you. You're the only one in the audience right now. Anyways, just food for thought, Jay. Food for thought. Because I think it was better when everyone was answering. Because everyone bailed. Everyone bailed. One person's here, and that's you. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. Who else is here, guys? Who else is here? Basic, are you still here? Basic, you here? Collier, you here? Max, are you here? Alpha, are you here? Let me know. Yeah, so I think if 4 or 5 people start answering, Jay, I'm going to have to overrule you. You are correct. All right. 8,000 bragging points. What is the smallest planet in our solar system? Is it A, Mercury, B, Mars, C, Pluto, or D, Venus? Which is the smallest planet? Mercury, A, Mars, B. Mercury, final answer for 8,000 points. You are correct! Woo! For 16,000 bragging points. Who wrote the play? These are too easy. My God. Who wrote the play Romeo and Juliet? Was it Charles Dickens, William Shakespeare, Mark Twain, or Jane Austen? Who wrote Romeo and Juliet? Was it A, Charles Dickens, B, William Shakespeare, B, final answer is correct! Da, 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 da. For 32,000 bragging points for the audience and you. Which artist painted The Starry Night? Was it Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Claude Monet, or Salvador Dali? Who painted Starry Night? Which artist? Pablo Picasso, Vincent van Gogh, Claude Monet, or Salvador Dali? Shakespeare, final answer is correct. Huh? Sorry? Collier, you got any idea? All right. Never mind. Sorry. Jay is asking a friend. Sorry, I was confused. Sorry. I was looking at me. All right. Collier, he's asking a friend. Collier, what is the answer? What's the answer, Collier? What do you think the answer is? You have 10 seconds after 8-second delay. Or 30 seconds, I should say, after an 8-second delay. Anything, Collier? 5 seconds. Collier. Collier says Van Gogh. Collier says Van Gogh. And did it hang up, I guess. I don't know. I can't really imitate everything. All right, Jay. Collier says Van Gogh. What are you going to lock in? Your phone a friend has been used. Your phone a friend has been used. All right, Van Gogh is correct for 32,000 bragging points. Woohoo! All right, for 64,000. This is so freaking easy. What is ChatGPT smoking? My God. I should be. Hold on, guys. Hold on. 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I got to override something. It needs to be millionaire style, not. Okay. Yes, you're correct. So, for 64,000 points. Hold on 1 second. 1 second here. All right, for 64,000 bragging points, here is your question. In 1 second, guys. One second. And remember, you've used your phone and friends, so you have the audience or 50-50. All right? All right, guys. Here we go. For 64,000 points, bragging points. In 79 CE, which Roman city was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius? Vesuvius, Vesuvius. In 79 CE, which Roman city was destroyed by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius? Was it Herculaneum, Ostia, Pompeii, or Carthage? I can't even say the words. So it's Herculaneum, which is Herculeneum, or Ostia, Ostia, Pompeii, Pompei, or wow, yes, you're correct for 64,000 bragging points. All right, which for 125,000 bragging points, here is your question. Which African country was formerly known as Abyssinia? Was it Ethiopia? Is it Eritrea, Sudan, or Somalia? Which African country was formerly known as the Abyssinia? Abyssinia. Was it Ethiopia? Was it Eritrea? Was it Sudan or Somalia? A. Ethiopia. B. Eritrea. C. Sudan. Or D. Somalia. Is that your final answer, or would you like to, you're gonna have 50-50 and you have asked the audience, or you have asked me and I can't really help you? The only way you can ask me is I will have it generate a random question with no answer, and then I can tell you what I think the answer is, for fairness sake. So for example, if you want to ask the host, it's going to generate a new question, but I will tell it to not give me an answer. And then I have to just give you what I think the answer is. All right, so is that your final answer? You are correct for 125,000 bragging points. Yes. All right. 250,000 bragging points. Are you ready? For the audience, for you. You're winning this for everyone, Jay. Maybe. Which 20th century Which 20th century physicist won the Nobel Prize for discovering the photoelectric effect? Was it Niels Bohr, Albert Einstein, Max Planck, or Warren Hessenberg? which 20th century physicist won the Nobel Prize for discovering the photoelectric effect? Niels Bohr, Albert Einstein, Max Planck, or Warren Hennisberg? For 250,000 bragging points. Jay, you can go 50-50, or you can ask me, but I'll generate another question. Or you can ask the audience if anyone in the audience is going to guess. Who's in the audience, guys? Jay needs your help. What is the answer? Who won the physicist award for developing the photoelectric effect? What is the answer, audience? He needs your help. Hurry. Okay. 1 second. Hold on, Jay. I want to do something here. 1 second. All right. Generate a hypothetical audience answer. Well, Collier, you're in the audience. All right, I'll tell you right now. Jay, I asked a hypothetical answer. I asked a hypothetical answer. And 15% said Niels Bohr. 62% said Einstein. 12% said Planck. And 11% said Hennisberg. What will your answer be? So there is your hypothetical audience, okay? 62% said Einstein. Well, Collier, you're saying A. 62% of the fictional audience said Einstein, Jay. All right, Albert, final answer is correct for 250,000 bragging points, guys. Wow. All right, 1 second. For 500,000 bragging points. And you only have 50-50 left. You only have 50-50 left. All right, and you have asked the host, but that will generate a new question. And I have to not see the answer, okay? So I will be loyal to the game, and I will have it generate a question without me knowing the answer. All right, for 500,000 bragging points, here is your question. What was the code name for the Allied invasion of Normandy and World War II? Was it Operation Torch, Operation Barbarossa, Operation Overlord, or Operation Neptune? What was the code name for the Allied invasion of Normandy and World War II? Operation Torch, Operation Barbarossa, Operation Overlord. Oh my God, not even a second to think. Operation Overlord. C, final answer for 5,000 bragging points. Jay, I have some bad news. You have to go for 1 million bragging points. Woo! Here is your $1 million bragging points question. Oh God, I would not even know this answer. And again, you have 50-50 or ask the host, which means I have to generate a random $1 million question without knowing the answer. Here is your question. Which ancient library, often considered the most famous of antiquity, was located in Egypt? Library of Carthage, Library of Nevis, Library of Pergamum, or Library of Alexandria? Which ancient library, often considered the most famous of antiquity, was located in Egypt? Is it A, Library of Carthage, Library of Nevis, Library of Pergamum, or Library of Alexandria? If you don't know the answer, library. Library. If you do not know the answer, I will regenerate $1 million question without the answer, and I will try to guess with you, or you can do 50-50. So if you want to ask me, I will generate, God help me, a random millionaire 50-50. Hold on, let me see what it takes away. All right, hold on 1 second here. Hold on. Here we go. Computer, take away 2 of the incorrect answers. All right. All right. So they took away B, Nevis, and C, Pergamum. So you're left with A and D, Carthage or Alexandria, or you can regenerate a $1 million bragging point question. Ask the host, and I will try to answer it with you. So they took away B and C. So Alexandria or Carthage are your only choices. Carthage or Alexandria. Alexandria, final answer. You are correct for 1 million bragging points. Woohoo! With no one else watching. All right. That's interesting. All right. Anyone else in the audience, by the way? Is it just Collier and Jay? You won 1 million bragging points. All right, Van, are you ready? All right. All right, you ready? I wonder if this is gonna be killing me for them. I'm worried the music I'm playing is going to be copyrighted or whatever, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, da 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 da. Here you guys go. Okay, I think you only have Jay as a phone a friend, and Jay has. Oh, by the way, guys, I will ask ChatGPT to generate the audience, okay? Because that's just what I'll do. And then if Jay's still in the audience, he can be your phone a friend. I'll have it randomly take away 2 of the wrong answers. And of course, if you want to ask the host, I have to, in good faith, ask it to generate another question that does not show the answer, okay? So here we go. For 100 points, or bragging points, which planet is known as the red planet? Is it A, Venus, B, Mars, C, Jupiter, or D, Saturn? B, final answer is correct for $200 bragging points. Which U.S. holiday is celebrated on the 4th Thursday of November? Which holiday is celebrated on the 4th Thursday of November? Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Veterans Day, or Columbus Day? Which U.S. holiday is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November? A. Labor Day. B. You're back? B. Thanksgiving. C. Veterans Day. Or D. Columbus. Yes, Collier, you're correct for 200 bragging points. Okay, for 300 bragging points. Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it A, a rook, B, a bishop, C, a knight, or D, a pawn? Which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it A, rock? Is it B, bishop, C, knight, or D, pawn? What? Collier? A chess piece that can only move diagonally. A, rook. B, bishop. C, knight. D, pawn. Well, here's the thing. All right, you're calling Jay. Jay, I'm going to read you the question, and you have 30 seconds plus the delay to answer the question. To give him whatever you think the question and the answer is. The question is, which chess piece can only move diagonally? Is it A, rook, B, bishop, C, knight, D, pawn? You have 30 seconds. Okay. After Jay, you can, okay, Jay's saying bishop. Collier, what are you going to do? Are you locking that in? Collier, are you locking that in? All right. B, bishop. Final answer for 300 bragging points. Goodness gracious, Collier. You used up lifeline so early, bro. All right. Here we go for $500. What is the world's largest desert? That's not right. Hold on one second, guys. What is the world's largest desert? What is the world's largest desert? Sahara, A. B, Antarctic Desert. C, Arabian Desert. Or D, Gobi? The world's largest desert. A, Sahara. B, Antarctic Desert. C, Arabian Desert. Or D, Gobi? Hi guys, welcome to the show. You're part of the audience of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Bragging Point person. If you want to help out, wait for him to ask the audience and participate. Have fun, live, love life. Collier. A, Sahara, final answer. Collier, I'm so sorry. You are incorrect. The correct answer is the Antarctic Desert. Antarctic is 5,500,000 square miles. The Sahara is 3,320,000 square miles. The Arabian Desert is 900,000 square miles. And the Gobi Desert is 500,000 square miles. I'm sorry, that is incorrect. But lucky enough, it's my game, so we can replace that question. So I'm so sorry. You were very gutsy. You should have done 50. Were you sure? How sure were you? All right, let's give you another $500 question. Okay? All right, 1 second. All right, let me have it generate another 500. Okay. I'm sorry. Wow. All right. Yes, keep going, Collier. We're going to give you a pass. All right. Which is the only continent without a native species of snakes? Which is the only continent without a native species of snakes? Is it A, Africa, B, Antarctica, C, Europe, or D, Australia? Collier? Only continent without snakes? Is it A, Africa, B, Antarctica, C, Europe, or D, Australia? B, Antarctica is the correct answer for 500 bragging points. For 1,000 bragging points. Which element has the chemical symbol Na? That's capital N, lowercase a. Which element has the chemical symbol capital N, lowercase a? Is it sodium, nitrogen, neon, or nickel? A, sodium, B, nitrogen, C, neon, or D, nickel? Collier, what is your answer? Collier, what's your answer? Or do you want a 50-50? Want to ask the audience or ask the host? Collier? You can ask the audience. Sure. Which element has the chemical symbol Na? Capital N, lowercase a. Sodium, A. Nitrogen, B. Neon, C. Or nickel, D? Which element has the chemical symbol capital Na? Na. A, sodium. B, nitrogen. C, neon. D, nickel. I hope to God you're not Googling it. Don't Google it. Be true. Be true. All right, audience. Collier needs your help, which I think the only person in the audience is Jay. Oh wait, no. Hold on. I'll have it do a hold on. No. Hold on. Well, Jay gave me part of the audience, but I'll have it generate this, okay? Generate an audience vote. Here you go. All right, you ready? The audience says, okay, the audience poll results are in generated by ChatGPT. All right, the audience says sodium at 71%. I'm telling you right now, the sodium, that is what it's. Oh God. So, what do you think, Collier? Audience says sodium at 71%, Collier. Jay is part of the 11%. The second one voted was 11% nitrogen. No, A is sodium. A is sodium. Sodium. Final answer is correct. Very good. Okay. For 2,000 bragging points, what year did the RMS Titanic sink? Is it A, 1910, B, 1912, C, 1914, or D, 1916? In what year did the RMS Titanic sink? A, 1910, B, 1912, C, 1914, or D, 1916? All right, Jay, you do realize he had to ask, Collier had to ask a $300 question for help. I told ChatGPT to make it difficult, so I don't know my symbols if it means anything. But anyways, what is the answer? Collier, what's the answer? What year did the RMS Titanic sink? A, 1910, B, 1912, C, 1914, or D, 1916? You already asked phone a friend, you already asked the audience. You can do 50-50, or you can ask the host, but I will generate another question without the answer. Okay? B, final answer, 1912. You are correct for 2,000 bragging points. For 4,000 bragging points, which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? Which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? Is it A, Othello, B, Hamlet, C, Macbeth, or D, King Lear? Which one is set in Denmark? Is it A, Othello, B, Hamlet, C, Macbeth, or D, King Lear? Which one is set in Denmark? Which of these Shakespeare plays is set in Denmark? A, Othello, B, Hamlet, C, Macbeth, or D, King Lear? You can ask the host, which is me. I will generate another question without the answer, or you could do 50-50. Oh, so are you saying Hamlet? Yes, Hamlet is correct for 4,000 bragging points. Woohoo! Better that you actually write out the name, okay, Collier? Because it's not like you're not in a rush. So please write out the name of the answer too, because I know like we're asking other questions. I don't want to look at it wrong. All right, for 8,000 bragging points, what is the capital of Canada? Is it A, Toronto, B, Ottawa, C, Vancouver, or D, Montreal? What is the capital of Canada? A, Toronto, B, Ottawa, C, Vancouver, or D, Montreal? You can do 50-50, or you can ask the host. I'll regenerate a question without knowing the answers. A, Toronto. Are you sure, Collier, you do not want to use your 50-50? Are you sure? Collier, 8,000 bragging points. You chose Toronto. You are, 1 second, let me double check. I'm sorry, Collier. You are... Well, he's already been saved one time, right? He was already saved for the $300 question. Collier, you chose Toronto final answer. I asked if you wanted to use your 50-50. You did not want to use your 50-50. I'm so sorry, Collier. You were incorrect. It is Ottawa. Ottawa. You are incorrect. I'm so sorry. But because I'm the host, I'm going to save you. All right, we're going to move on to the next question, okay? Next time, pay attention. Use your lifelines, especially when I'm hinting you, bro. Especially when I'm hinting at you. I say, are you sure? And then you say, yes, I'm sure. So when I'm giving you hints, all right, you got to listen to those hints. So you're being saved. You're going to move on to the $16,000 question. If you do not know it, 50, how sure were you, bro? How sure were you that it was in Toronto? Were you sure? 100% sure? So you've been saved. Anyways. So you've been saved. We're going to move you to the $16,000 bragging point question, okay? Here we go. The miracle on ice occurred at which Winter Olympics? Was it the 1976 in Innsbruck, the 1980 Lake Placid, 1984 Sarajevo, Sarajevo, or 1988 Calgary? Huh? Yeah, if you're not 100% sure, then you probably want to do 50-50. So, miracle on Earth, miracle on ice occurred at which Winter Olympics? Innsbruck in 1976, Lake Placid in 1980, Sarajevo, Sarajevo, 1984, or Calgary in 1988. If you're not 100% sure, I can take away 2 of the incorrect answers. Talk it out. What do you think? What do you think? All right. So Jay, he's been saved twice, by the way. And he's asked the audience, and he's asked his friend. He has asked the host, but he doesn't trust Ask the Host. He has 50-50 too. So what do you think? What do you think? Miracle on Ice occurred at which Winter Olympics? 76 Innsbruck, 1980 Lake Placid, 1984 Sarajevo, or 1988 Calgary? Well, let me do this, okay? I'm going to, because I'm the host and because nobody's going to be questioning me, I'm going to propose a dual team, what do you call it? A doubles game. So Jay and Collier are now in a hot seat together for this question. Talk it out together. What do you think it is not, guys? What is not the answer? What is not the answer? Jay says he does not know. Collier heard the question. So if you were talking it out, guys, because now you both are in the hot seat, talk together, because I can do this, all right? What do you... Okay, so talk it out. Do you want to do 50-50? Do you want to do 50-50? A sounds wrong, okay? All right. A sounds wrong. All right. So there's Lake Placid, Sarajevo. So Lake Placid, that's Placid. Sarajevo is Sarajevo. Then Calgary, Calgary. All right, 50-50. Computer, take away 2 of the wrong answers. Hold on. I want to be as unbiased as possible. Unbiased as possible. So, computer, take away 2 of the wrong answers. All right. All right. A, Toronto. Huh? Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I had to take away the wrong one. Hold on. Sorry. Wait a moment. Wait a moment. One second, guys. All right. B, 1980, Lake Placid, and D, 1988 are remaining. All right. Innisbrook is not there, and Sarajevo is not there. Okay. So, guys, you don't have any more lifelines, by the way. You can ask the host, and it will generate a question that I do not know the answer to. I will hold true to that. So there's B, Lake Placid, or D, Calgary. Lake Placid or Calgary. Lake Placid or Calgary. There, Collier got the clue. B, final answer is correct. Da 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 da. The many people mixed up with Sarajevo, Calgary, but the historical upset was at the Lake Placid in 1980. All right, guys, you made it at 32,000, I think, right? Did you make it at 32,000? Oh, here we go, guys. No, you did not. For 32,000 bragging points. No, you have only asked the host, which is me. I'm not a very, very good person, but I'll try my best. 32,000 bragging points. What is the smallest prime number greater than 100? The smallest prime number greater than 100. Is it A, 101, B, 103, C, 107, or D, 109? 32,000 bragging points. Which is the smallest prime number after 100, greater than 100? A, 101, B, 103, C, 107, and D, 109. So Collier, Jay says 101. Talk it out, guys. Is that your final answer? All right. Collier's confirming 101 final answer. Oh, guys. That is correct for 32,000 bragging points. Woohoo! I wish more people were watching this. It would be fun, but hey, it's just you two. That's cool. There's 2 other people lingering in. All right, good job, guys. All right, 64,000 bragging points, guys. All right. Which artist painted the birth of Venus? Which artist painted the birth of Venus? Is it A, Michelangelo, B, Sandro Botticelli, C, Raphael, or D, Titan? Which artist painted the birth of Venus? A, Michelangelo, C, Sandro Botticelli, or D, Raphael, or C, Raphael, or D, Titan? Sandro Botticelli, is that your final answer? Is that your final answer? I swear to God, if YouTube yells at me for the monetization, I'm gonna be pissed. That is correct for 64,000 bragging points. Woohoo! All right. 125,000 bragging points. The Battle of Agincourt in 1415 was part of which larger conflict? Was it A, the War of Roses, B, the 30 Years' War, C, the 100 Years' War, or D, the English Civil War? The Battle of Agincourt, Agincourt, in 1415 was part of which? Oh gosh, I lost the question. Sorry guys, wait. So much for being a good host. Was part of which larger conflict? The War of Roses, A. The 30 Years' War, B. The 100 Years' War, C. Or the English War, D. If you do not know the answer, I will generate a brand new question without the answer. And I will try my best to give you the correct answer. So if you guys want, we can regenerate the $125,000 question without me knowing the answer. All right, I will stay true. All right, I will not know the answer to the question. Unless I will be loyal, and if it's a question I've seen, I will not have it. I will not read that question. So, any answer? Anyone know? The Battle of Agincourt? Anybody know? Agincourt, guys. You guys, I've said the question like... I've said the question a dozen times, guys. A dozen times. I'll say it again. The Battle of Agincourt in 1415 was part of which larger conflict? Was it A, the War of Roses, B, the 30 Years' War, C, the 100 Years' War, or D, the English Civil War? Collier says he's not sure. Would you guys like to ask the host? I will regenerate a question and I will try to answer with you guys. So you can ask me and I will be loyal. I will generate a question via ChatGPT with a source. Okay. So you're not sure though. RFS says D, but he's not sure. Guys, Collier and Jay, I'm going to generate another question and I'm going to try to help you, okay? All right? I'm going to try to help you guys, all right? So I'm basically saving you from getting the wrong answer, okay? I'm going to save you from giving me the wrong answer. Oh my God, you guys don't know. Oh, no. Sorry. You were correct. 100-Year War is correct. Sorry. You're correct. Sorry, I thought I saw a different answer. 100-Year War is correct for 125,000 bragging points. Woohoo! All right. Sorry, Jay. Sorry, Jay. RFS, what's going on, bro? How you doing? We're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire bragging point winner person thing or something like that. Welcome. All right. For 250,000. Good job, Jay. You got it right. Good job, Jay. Collier, you still with me? All right. For 250,000 bragging points. What is the SI, capital S, capital I, unit of electric? Hold on, guys. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Which treaty ended the 30 Years' War in 1648? The Treaty of Utrecht, Peace of Augsburg, Peace of Westphalia, or the Treaty of the Versailles? Which treaty ended the 30 Years' War in 1648? Treaty of Utrecht, Peace of Augsburg, Peace of Westphalia, or the Treaty of Versailles? Unknown. What is going on, bro? Unknown plays. Oh, we got an audience member chiming in the answer, guys. I'm going to allow it. Collier and Jay, is that your final answer? Unknown plays, says Westphalia. Oh, Sam. Sam, how did you know that, bro? I don't even know my history. I thought I knew who you were. I forgot it was unknown. I thought it was Unknown Games. Sam, how did you know that, bro? I don't even know my history. But good job. I'm kind of already telling you, Collier and Jay, I'm kind of telling you that's the answer. Really? Really? No kidding me. Really? Sam is one of my students, guys. I don't know how he learned that, but that's crazy. All right, final answer. Yes, you're correct for 250,000 bragging points. For 500,000 bragging points. Oh God, this is too easy. Who was the first? How is this a $500,000 question? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Was it Betsy Coleman, Amelia Earhart, Harriet Quimby, or Jacqueline Cochran? Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? And guys, I could tell you, wow, place is Amelia Earhart. That is correct for 500,000 bragging points. All right. 1 second, guys. I can't. Hold on. 1 second, guys. 1 second.
Absolutely. Here's your $1 million question to really test that final round knowledge. Which ancient city served as the capital of the Hittite Empire? A. Persepolis. B. Nineveh. Atachua was the capital of the Hittite Empire in the late Bronze Age, known for its advanced legal codes and...
Hold on. Sorry. I was trying to be funny with letting ChatGPT do it, but hold on. Sorry, guys. Wait a moment. 1 moment, guys. I'm trying to be funny here. One second, guys. I'm finding one for you guys, okay? All right. What is the oldest known written story in human history? What is the oldest known written story in human history? The Epic of Gilgamesh, the Iliad, the Book of the Dead, or Beowulf? What is the oldest known written story in human history? The Epic of Gilgamesh, the Iliad, the Book of the Dead, or Beowulf? Bible is not an option, Collier. Pay attention. Jay says the Epic of Gilgamesh. Collier says D. Talk it out. You guys have to agree. You guys have to agree. Collier says D. This is your million bragging point question. Jay says it's the Epic of Gilgamesh. Collier thinks it's D, but he's not backing it up with anything. Jay just said the answer. So guys, you gotta agree together. I don't think Collier is confident with that answer. So, it's Gilgamesh, the Iliad, the Book of the Dead, or Beowulf. Unknown says Gilgamesh. All right, Epic of Gilgamesh. Final answer. That is correct for $1 million. Woohoo! All right. All right. Unknown. Sam, do you want to be in the hot seat? Because, Sam, how old are you now, man? How old are you now, Sam? All right. How old are you now, Sam? Just curious. 9th grade. Okay. All right, got it. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that if I'm unsure about an answer, I will source check it. So, Sam, but I'm going to twist it up a bit to make it a little bit more fair. I'm going to say 9th grade edition, okay? So it should be stuff that you know, maybe. One second, Sam. All right, you ready? Huh? One second. Sorry, guys. Wait a moment. Okay. Here we go. One second. All right, here we go, Sam. All right, fresh set of questions. Unknown. I don't know how many people are in the audience, but you can phone a friend. You can ask the audience, which I will generate. I will generate an audience answer on the app, and then you can do 50-50, or you can ask me. I'm not going to be very helpful. So that is what your choices will be. So let me see here. One second. Huh? Oh, sorry. All right, wait a second. All right. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna double check. I'm just checking the questions, okay, Sam? Yeah, I'll go as quick as I can, okay? All right. Here we go, all right? First question is this, all right? One second. Oh my God. For $100 bragging points, what is the largest planet in our solar system? Is it A, Earth, B, Jupiter, C, Saturn, or D, Neptune? So give me the answer and repeat final answer. So for example, you want to say B, blah, 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 or whatever. Like if it's like, how many sides on a triangle? You go A, triangle, final answer. That's kind of what I want to see. All right? All right? Sam, what's the answer? Largest planet? Sam, you're correct for 100 bragging points. All right. The next question, guys, is for 200 bragging points. In music, how many strings does a standard violin have? 6A, 4B, 5C, or 8D? How many strings does a standard violin have? Is it A6, B4, C5, or D8? For 200 bragging points, you are correct, Sam. For 300 bragging points, which country is home to the Great Pyramid of Giza? Is it A, Egypt? One second. Is it A, Egypt, B, Mexico, C, Peru, or D, Sudan? Pyramid of Giza. Yes, you're correct, Sam, for 300. What is the capital of Australia? Is it A, Sydney, B, Melbourne, C, Canberra, or D, Brisbane? Is that your... So Sam, just to give you a heads up, you have 50-50, you have asked the audience, you have phone a friend, or you have asked the host. So, Jay is already kind of cheating and telling you, no, that's the wrong answer. Oh, Sam's not from Australia. So Sam, do you want to ask the audience or a friend? Okay. C, Canberra. Final? All right. You're correct for 500 bragging points, Sam. For 1,000 bragging points. In Roman numerals, which number does X represent? Is it A, 5, B, 10, C, 50, or D, 100? What the number does X represent in Roman numerals? A, 5, 10 final, you're correct for 1,000 bragging points. Sam, 2,000 bragging points. What is the process by which plants make their own food using sunlight? What is the process by which plants make their own food using sunlight? Is it A, respiration, B, photosynthesis, C, transpiration, or D, fermentation? A, respiration, B, photosynthesis, C, transpiration, or D, fermentation. Is that your final? I'm trying to go fast so you can be done by 45. Final. Okay, you're correct for 2,000 bragging points. 4,000 bragging points. Which country invented paper around 100 BCE? Is it A, China, B, Egypt, C, Greece, or D, India? Which country invented paper around 100 BCE? A, China, B, Egypt, C, Greece, or D, India? Oh, I decided to go against 9th grade because it was still giving me like kindergarten questions. China, final is correct. Good job. All right, for 8,000 bragging points. Who was the first person to circumnavigate the globe? Was it A, Christopher Columbus, B, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition, C, James Cook, or D, Marco Polo? Who was the first person to circumnavigate the globe? Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan's expedition, James Cook, or Marco Polo? Well, I wasn't going to ask him Vietnamese questions. I was just worried that it was going to have like US-based questions. That wouldn't be that fair. Actually, I don't know, Sam. How well do you know US pop? How well do you know US pop culture random trivia? Okay. I'm not asking 9th grade though, but I know these questions are kind of easy. All right, fair enough, Sam. Anyways, do you know the answer? First person to circumnavigate the globe? I'll be honest, I would have known the answer to this. I would have guessed the answer it's showing me, but I would not have known the answer. Because I would have used process of elimination. So Sam, you could do 50-50. You can phone a friend, which means you ask either Jay or Collier. You can ask the audience. I'll generate an audience answer. Or you can ask me and I'll generate a brand new question that I don't know the answer to. That I don't see the answer in front of me. So I'll generate a new question and then I will give you what I think it is. Okay? So what would you like to do? I know you got 5 minutes. So I'm trying to get through the million. Actually, what I'll do is, if you get this right, Sam. Yes, you are correct for 8,000 bragging points. Sam, since you're down to 4 minutes, I'm going to go to the $250,000 bragging point question because you're down to 4 minutes. So I'm going to skip you, okay, to this question. That means you have 3 questions left for 1 million bragging points. Okay, here we go. All right, for 250,000 bragging points, who provided the first accepted proof of Fermat's last theorem announced? Oh God, I would never know this. If Sam, if you know this, I don't know. Like, and no one knows. No one's gonna know this. Who provided the first accepted proof of Fermat's last theorem announced in 1994? Theorem in 1994. Was it Terence Tao, Andrew Wills, Gregory, that's Grigori, Perelman, or Kurt Gödel? Who provided the first accepted proof of Fermat's last theorem, announced in 1994? Was it Terence Tao, Andrew Wills, or Grigory Perelman, or Kurt Gödel? You can ask the audience, or you can ask the phone a friend, ask the audience, or phone an audience member, or ask me, and I'll generate a new question. Sam says, Andrew, are you Googling? Are you Googling? Sam, I don't know how the heck you knew that answer, but you are correct for 250,000 bragging points. For 500,000 bragging points, which ancient script was deciphered by Michael Ventris in 1952? Which ancient script was deciphered by Michael Ventris in 1952? DECIPHERED by Michael Ventris in 1952. Was it A, Leonard B, or C, Cunningham, or D, Dimitrick? I don't even know this. You got Andrew right. I'm surprised you said final for that. I'm gonna give you an easier one, okay, for 500,000 because I can. So give me a second, Sam. I know you got to go in like 2 minutes. I'm going to give you an easier one, okay? Technically, C would have been wrong. All right, here we go. This is considered an easier 500,000. This is more like 5,000. Anyways, what is the tallest mountain in Africa? Tallest mountain in Africa is A, Mount Kenya, B, Mount Kilimanjaro, or C, Mount Elgon, or D, Mount Meru. Which is the tallest mountain in Africa? Mount Kenya, A, Mount Kilimanjaro, B, Mount Elgon, C, or Mount Meru? Mount Kilimanjaro is B, Mount Kenya, A, Mount Elgon, C, Mount Meru, D. And we're going to go ask the audience. So the audience says this, Sam, because you got to go and you got to go soon. All right, they're all saying, well, Tanzania is not right. Yes, you are correct, Sam, for 500,000 bragging points. For 1 million bragging points. I need a new. One second. I can't even pronounce the freaking words. All right. Which scientist discovered the neutron in 1932? Which scientist discovered the neutron in 1932? Was it Niels Bohr, James Chadwick, Enrico Fermi, C, Ernest Rutherford, D? Which scientist discovered... Yes, this is the last one for 1 million, Sam. Which scientist discovered the neutron in 1932? Niels Bohr, James Chadwick, Enrico Fermi is C, B is James Chadwick, A is Niels Bohr, D is Ernest Rutherford. What do you think? Sam is saying Ernest or JJ. Hold on. We'll take away 2 of the wrong answers. All right, I'll do 50-50, okay? So guys, I'm taking away 50-50. You're left with Chadwick or Fermi. Chadwick or Fermi. 50-50, Collier. Bowler is out. All right. Sorry, Sam. 50-50 is only James Chadwick and C, Enrico Fermi. Okay? We'll ask the audience. Ask the audience. Okay. All right. 61% say that it is B. 61% say B. All right. 61% say B. So Sam, what do you say? Yes. For 1 million bragging points. Kudos to you, Sam. You got it right. Good job, bro. Good job, buddy. Okay. All right, Sam, you're free. You can do what you got to do. But thank you for joining. I appreciate you, Sam, so much. Appreciate you joining. Thank you for joining, man. Can you give me a second, guys? Thank you, Sam, for joining. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Hope you had fun. We'll try to do this again. Give me 1 second, guys. You're going to see me off cam for just a second. All right, guys. I'm so sorry. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can hear me or see me. I'm back, guys. I do have to actually take off, everybody. So to Sam, to Jay, to Collier, to RFS, to Basic Gamer, everyone that joined, thank you so much. I love you all. I'll see you guys next time, okay? Thank you so much, everyone.